And just a minute or two here for the players to get warmed up before the start of the game. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. With Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and Allie LaForce on our sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. A moment here now to see the numbers for Jason Tatum.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
And the starting group for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots, are Castle and Vassell. Barnes operates at the 4 with Wembanyama at the 5. And it's Fox in at the point. And for the Celtics, the wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Down on the block, it's Tatum with Kata. And it's Collier in at the point. So, Greg, tonight is night 2 of the back-to-back. These can't be easy to play in.
Yeah, this is a test of will and really of conditioning as well. I expect there to be some big swings tonight. Should be a fun one.
Driving the lane.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring rate.
And here's Boston. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
I caught up with Coach Joe Mazzulla. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allen. Out to the wing. Here's Collier. And the shot is long.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
Barnes can't get it to go.
Well, and even though he couldn't get that one to fall, that's a shot they want him taking.
Spurs have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. And the basket by Vassell.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Here's Collier, guarded by Fox. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Brown outside.
That's a great contest by Vassell. He's got the tools to be a very good defender.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Marquis.
Tatum's shot is off. San Antonio's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Fox. Again, the Spurs good for 2.
If there's open space to be found in the mid-range area, Fox will get to it and hit the jumper.
Collier, that's good. Collier's got his second bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now, here's Fox. Last game, 26 points.
Well, it sure didn't take him much time to heat up. Aggressive start.
And so, the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. You look at San Antonio. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they had much bigger things in mind when the season started. They didn't think of themselves as a middle-of-the-road club, but right now that's where they are.
Yeah, they wanted to accomplish more this season, but things haven't quite worked out. Some bad breaks along the way.
And here is Fox. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Yes, that goes in. Fox has got 9. Celtics trail by 5. Here's Brown. The kick out to Tatum. Lets it go with the 3. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
The shots are certainly falling for him here in the early stages.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
In the NBA, you've got to keep pace. It's a fast track out there, and I thought their lack of hustle defensively was the story of the game.
Yeah, poor communication at the defensive end. Many of the rotations were late.
The Celtics have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Pass to Castle. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama with the bounce pass. Fox, no good.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. That sends Isaiah Collier to the free throw line. Then one on Castle. The Celtics shooting their first free throw of the evening. Simons, he's checked in for Boston. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Devin Vassell. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. For San Antonio, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Pass to Cornett. It's Fox with the drive.
Well, look, Fox is absolutely lethal with that first step. That's why people can't stay in front of him.
Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Collier goes up and lays it nice and easy. Collier's got 9.
His strong shooting has really helped them secure this lead.
Spurs have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Well, Stan De'Aaron Fox said there was no list of teams he wanted to go to. He specifically said, I want to go to San Antonio.
Well, 2 words, Victor Wembanyama. Fox is a Texas native and saw an opportunity to pair himself with a rising superstar in a stable organization.
Spurs trail by 3. Outside, Fox. Johnson outside. Cranes the three-pointer.
I love the confidence from Johnson. I want to see him continue taking these types of shots.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And the Celtics making a change here. Boucher is checked in. And the Spurs making a change here. The Celtics have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. Back to Brown for 3. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Harper, no good. Boston leading by 3. Outside Tatum, a 3. San Antonio with the rebound. Down low, here's Johnson. Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
Well, everything Johnson does on the court, he does with force.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the first quarter. Here's Simon. The rebound by Johnson. San Antonio's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Harper's shot's good. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
On the wing, Brown fires for 3. Misses his second shot in 4 attempts from the field. And taken away by Brown. Takes it inside. Brown jams it in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
And another look at that last play with the AT&T Connected Cam. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Kevin, the Spurs last season acquiring De'Aaron Fox. He said what this team struggled with are the things that I bring. Self-creation, being able to touch the paint, getting into the teeth of the defense and collapsing it. And regardless of how well I'm playing in a game, I still command attention. My guys never just leave me. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite.
So quick. Simon's using that burst to get to the rim.
.51 seconds left in the first quarter. Harper the pass to Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen on Tatum. Johnson, good.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
A three from Tatum. Hands it from downtown. Tatum's got the game tied up here for Boston.
And nice shot by Tatum. Answering the three from the other end.
Outside for Wembanyama. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Harper's shot's good.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
Tatum no good. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We'll return shortly. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Yeah, they really trust their depth. They have no problem relying on their bench in crucial situations.
They've got Sam Hauser. Collier out there with Anthony Simons. Then there's Chris Boucher. And it's Minot in at the 4 spot. That's the Boston 5. Here's McLaughlin. Here's Cornette. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And guys, you cannot allow that in a close game. You have to make it harder than that.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
San Antonio's gotten a success rate of just over 50% from three-point tonight. 4 of 7 shooting. Here's Harper. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Harper. Spurs working the ball around now. Wembanyama, a screen. McLaughlin, no good. And the Celtics shooting 61%, showing all the indications of an offense that is locked in. Now, here's Boucher. Simons from outside. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, and Simons takes a lot of threes because he's confident in how dangerous he can be from there.
Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against Toronto. Harper with the ball. And Simons picks him up defensively. It's good. 9 points for Dylan Harper.
That's how they like to see him operate. Big part of their attack.
Pass to Collier. Here's Hauser. Launches a three, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Harper against Simon. Here's Cornette. Boucher with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without fouling.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Brown is checked in for the Celtics. Derek White comes in for Inferni Simon. Then for the Spurs, Jeremy Sohan's checked in for Luke Cornette. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Jordan McLaughlin. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Takes the three. That one's in there. The Boston lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Fox.
Pure confidence. The moment the ball hits Fox's hands, he's letting it fly.
And again, it's Boston with the three. GA, you hear about 3-level score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. Think of like a 5-2 player in baseball.
Here's Collier. And the rejection by Wembanyama. So it's the Celtics now. It's a 3-point game. Back to Brown. And again, it's Boston with the three.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Fox against White. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Celtics leading by 6. Why not? And it's Harper with the rebound. Inside. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
My goodness. Harper with a little showmanship. This kid can do it all.
The Celtics have gone 7-9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Here's Collier. Misses the three. Spurs trail by 4. And Wembanyama outside. On the wing. Boucher with the rebound. Boston's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Cash money, Brown with the tray.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a lot.
Outside, Fox. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And stolen by Wembanyama. That's it, and the Celtic lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Fox.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
Celtics have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing. You know, Stan, you look at Wembanyama's frame. Does he need to get any stronger? Put on more muscle, more bulk?
Well, Kevin, of course he could use to improve on his strength, but he's strong enough right now to be one of the best players in the league. We've seen that, but as he gets older, a lot of that strength's just going to come naturally. The scary thing is, for coaches and players around the league, not on his team, this guy's just going to keep getting better.
Celtics leading by 3. pass to Boucher. Nice ball movement by Boston. Buries it from three-point range. White's got 6 points.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Now let's jump over to the 2K leaderboard to get an idea of which big men have been this season's most elite low-post scoring threats. In the third spot, Jason Tatum. And, of course, Victor Wembanyama.
You know, there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offense, face up or back to the basket. They can get it done.
Yeah, and what jumps out at me from these guys is the amount of skill they all have on offense. They can go at you so many ways.
We've got 1:48 left in the second quarter. Here's Simon. Garza. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
How about the energy he showed on the glass? Outworking everyone and getting rewarded.
Let's go. The rebound by Jason Tatum. Celtics leading by 5. Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
Bruising his way to a bucket. Tatum wanted it, and he got it.
So it's the Spurs now. Now, here's Fox. 19 points in the game. And here's Vassell from the arc. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
Hey, if you leave a great shooter open, you deserve to get buckets.
Simons surveying the D. Count it. Simons has got 9 points.
Some guts. Simons finishing with strength.
And so Fox will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Here he goes. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. A stand after 8 seasons with the Kings, a new chapter for De'Aaron Fox now in San Antonio.
Yeah, Kevin, and look, you got to be excited about that if you're a San Antonio fan. De'Aaron Fox and Victor Wembanyama together. Is there a better pick-and-roll combination in the league? The sky's the limit for that duo. Well, you know what I like about De'Aaron Fox is the urgency he plays with. He's always pushing the tempo and raising the energy.
Pass to Castle. Knocked away. It's stolen by White. Here's Garza. Lays it in off the breakaway. Garza's got a second bucket tonight.
And great awareness and defensive pressure from White to force that turnover and get them that fast break chance.
That one goes. Count it.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
And so it's Boston, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot draw, please. They're measuring on the shot. Give it up for our contestants.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our mid-season Eastern Conference standings.
Taking a look here now at Boston, I have them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
All right, looking back now at that first half, a bit of a hill to climb for the Spurs.
If they think they'll win with this kind of defense, they're tripping. When you give up that many good shots, it fuels your opponent's fire.
You like gasoline on a flame, I'd say. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Well, through the first two, he has been nothing short of a marksman from deep.
Yeah, he's been locked in tonight. Through the first two quarters, he's been a huge factor from outside.
Celtics leading by 7. Getting underway now in the second half, and here's the 5 for Mitch Johnson. Vassell pairs with Barnes to make up the forward pair. Fox and Castle are their guards, and it's Wembanyama in at the 5, roaming the paint. Spurs shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks a lot. Well, De'Aaron Fox is trying to dial in as a lockdown defender, and he said, I want to be that type of guy. Go out there, guard people, and be someone that people don't want to put into action because you blow actions up. And then at the end of the day, still being able to get to work on offense. Back to you.
You love that mentality. Okay, Allie, thanks.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And Tatum takes a lot of threes, and you see why, given he has this kind of accuracy.
Vassell outside. Back to Fox. Six to shoot, and taken away by Brown. It's Brown capping off the break.
One of the smoother athletes in the game. Brown just sort of glides up court in transition.
Spurs trail by 12. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. So wide open look here for Fox. A three-pointer off the mark.
That halftime break didn't seem to do them any favors. Starting off the second half with 3 straight misses.
And White kicks to Tatum. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Let's bring up the 2K leaderboard and see which teams made the most of their opportunities on the offensive glass this month. In fourth, the Spurs.
And they've really put an emphasis on offensive rebounding. And, guys, it's paying off. The second chance points are coming in bunches.
Pass to Wembanyama. Spurs working the ball around now. To the inside. Looking to end. Oh, my goodness. Wembanyama delivers the hammer.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
And that's a great look at that slam from our AT&T Connected Cam. And counted. The shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
I know some would classify Derek White as underrated. Stan, what's your read on him?
Well, Kevin, I would say he was underrated for a long time, but now I think we've all gotten smarter, and we all realize Derek White is one of the best guards in this league, period. I don't think he's underrated anymore, and I just think it took us a long time to catch up with how good he is. I just love the energy that Fox brings to the game. He's been unbelievable scoring it tonight.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Fires top of the key. Spurs trail by 14. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. Shot clock at 6. And there's Wembanyama on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 6 assists in the game. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Collier. Score the basket. His 8th. 8 for 13 from the floor.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead. Calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Castle against White. Back to Fox. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
Well, he's playing great tonight, but not quite well enough to carry the entire team. They need to find some other contributors.
White finds Tatum. From anywhere, anytime, Tatum.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
Vassell, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. And loving the strategy. Even though you're well ahead, you want to stay in attack mode.
Yeah, you got to keep going at him. You don't want to leave any hope for a comeback.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Simons, he's checked in for Derek White. San Antonio also making some changes. Luke Cornett comes in for Barnes. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Vassell. Cornett with it to the middle. Pass to Castle. Sinks the triple.
This is something Castle has been working on, developing his long-range consistency.
And here's Brown. Tatum finds Brown. They get the rebound. Tatum. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
Yeah, that's a nice hustle play, but boy, it drives the coach crazy to concede second chance points.
Outside for Wembanyama. Back from outside. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
It's stolen by Johnson. And with that one, the lead is trimmed to single digits. Johnson's got 12 points in the game. Boston leading by 9. Simons, the pass to Brown. Off target from three-point range.
Well, 3 triples in the first half, but he seems to have gone cold from distance since the break.
A 3 from Wembanyama, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop him.
Simons, the pass to Kelly. There's Brown with the 3. Looks good, is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Well, that's his 4th triple for the game now. Just his 1st in the second half.
Spurs trail by 9. Wembanyama outside. 3-pointer, Fox. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got 3 assists in the game. Boston's gone 4 of 6 from three-point land since the start of the second half. So the wing on the left. Outside Tatum. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the San Antonio Spurs. They've got the Timberwolves ahead of them next in Minneapolis. That matchup falls in the middle game of this 3-game trip.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, guys. A slow start, but this quarter, he has really been the man.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Ryan's checked in for the Spurs. Harper comes in for Fox. Celtics leading by 4. Here's Collier. Banked in off the glass. Collier's got 21 in the game.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
There's a minute left in the third. Outside Harper. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And the Spurs another 3.
And after a lackluster first half, he's playing with a lot more energy now. Sometimes it takes that break to reset.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Celtics have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the first one at the line is good. San Antonio making a switch here. Waters is checked in. And he makes both free throws. Here's Harper. He's got 14. To the paint. Looking for Cornet. He gets it there. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. 30 seconds left in the third. Here's Collier. He's got 23. Inside. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Pass to Waters. Now Johnson. Beyond the arc. And the Spurs another 3.
Well, over the course of the night, he's been taking shots he's comfortable with, and it's working.
And that's it for the third quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the fourth. Celtics lead by 4. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. The wing pairing, it's White and Brown. Then it's Anthony Simon. And it's Minot in at the 4-man position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Pass to Minot. The Celtics working the ball around now. Drills it from outside. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Locked and loaded tonight. Whenever he's got any kind of a decent look, he's knocked it down.
And that's who you want to go to with the game on the line.
Here's Harper. Count that one as his 7th make in 8 attempts. A scorching 88%.
I love the way in which Harper's attacking right now, finding the soft spots.
Here's Simon. Oh, what a jam! Simon!
And how about the explosiveness of Simon? Can he get up and finish with power?
Spurs trail by 5. Pass to Champagny. He lobs it up. It's tipped. And Cornet gets it to go.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's Simon. That one is good again. He's 6 away from the floor with the basket.
And Simon shows off that soft touch inside.
Spurs have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Here's Wembanyama for 3.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Pass to Brown. The 3. Pass Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Well, that brings his total to 5 makes from beyond the arc for the game. Feeling some confidence from range.
And that one's good. Champagnie.
Eyes in the back of his head. Pretty kick out there from Harper.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Celtics. At one point, they led by 16. And here's Brown outside. And the Celtics another 3.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Champagnie. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. Champagnie's got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Spurs. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Spurs making a switch here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Over the break, I listened in on Joe Mazzulla's huddle. Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Collier. That's good. Collier's got 25 points.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
They have dialed Johnson up, and he has answered the call.
And so it's Boston with it, leading by 5. It's White on the wing. Buries the long-range jumper. White's got 6 here in this quarter.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
Johnson surveying the floor. Down low, Wembanyama. It's good. That takes him to 77% shooting this game. 10 for 13.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And he's good on the 3-ball.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That is his first foul of the game. And some changes here for the Spurs. Harrison Barnes comes in for Sohan. And Stephon Castle subbed in for Harper. To the inside. Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
Has he risen to the challenge down the stretch, or what? 3 or 4 here in the fourth.
Here's White. And again, Boston with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Spurs trail by 10. Johnson outside. Lobbed up there for Fox. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
I think it's fair to say that Fox is in the zone right now. An exciting player to watch. I just love seeing how he can take over a game with his aggressiveness.
Here's Hauser. And again, Boston with the triple.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
To the middle. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Fox. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Brown is checked in for Boston. Boston leading by 9. White outside. From outside, knocked down the 3.
And until he cools off, I'd keep the ball in his hand.
Here is Wembanyama. Oh, the rim with an easy reach of Wembanyama.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Here's Collier. With the drive. Lays it in off the window.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
Fox! And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Now Castle. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Right outside. Now Brown. He drills the three.
Heavy incoming from beyond the arc. A key part of their initiative this entire fourth quarter.
Yeah, it's always a little risky to lean this hard on the three-point shot. But when you're knocking him down, you might as well keep riding.
Wembanyama sets a screen for Fox. The three is off.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the three of his own.
Yeah, it's good.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Boston.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight, it seemed.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And so check it out, their record tonight. That'll mark win number 32 overall.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jaylen Brown.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
Now Harper. To halt the run, and he figures it out with the lay-in. Here's Collier. Now White. Brown fires. The three-pointer is right on target. Brown's got 33 points.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Collier, and he finishes nicely on the way.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Outside Harper. And it's in there.
And you gotta like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry overs into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Back to Brown. Good! Another from three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense, potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
So now, let's send it over to the sideline where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game.
Thanks, guys. Jaylen, congratulations. You had a monster game. What was your mindset coming in?
Just be aggressive, keep playing my game. No doubt, just keep executing the game plan and everything will fall in place.
This team needs you to be aggressive. Congrats on the win.
Terrific, Allie. Thanks. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Allie LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Brown.